When you're on the water, in a blind, or sitting in a tree stand, there's a lot that leads up to that moment. Days of scouting, weeks of planning, and years of experience. But it also takes having the right people in your corner. For 75 years, fishermen and hunters have been able to count on Presleys to be there as more than just a store to go to or a website you order from. The Presleys name means expertise, customer service, and friendship. I had the honor of sitting down with two generations of the Presley family to hear more about their story and what it all means to them. Let's cheers 75 years of Presley's Outdoors.
75 years.
Yes, sir.
75. Is
75.
that unbelievable? Seriously.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
What was the beginning of all of that? Your mom and dad, right?
My mother and father,
Yeah.
Bob and Dorothy, we called her Red. Everybody else did too, but called
Yeah.
her Red.
Yeah.
She had red hair.
Because at the beginning, I remember as just a guy being around here a long time, that it was called the Southside Worm Ranch.
The original was on the south end of Peoria, on Southwest Adams.
And so was he literally selling worms?
Absolutely. You go out on a rainy night, hopefully,
And you pick worms?
We go out and pick worms.
What was a good night?
Well, I know at one time, believe it or not, I was up to 1,400 worms an hour.
An hour?
An hour, yeah. Believe it or not, I slept down there. It was my home. A real rock cot, 7 nights a week.
No kidding.
Clear up to about 21, 22 years old.
And so what is Dad's dream with this?
He loved to take care of people, to make them happy.
Take me through how it transitions from your parents to you. When is that? When does that happen?
Well, my father passed away in 1976, and then for a couple, 3 years, my mother run it, and it started kind of, she lost interest. In January of 1979, I agreed to move forward to take over the business.
When do you transition to hunting?
Well, we used to sell back in the late 60s, going to early 70s. We sold a lot of Carhartt wear at one time.
Yeah.
Of course, we had the hunting, and we had just a few guns. We had the ammunition just a little bit wherever, but it started getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Your son Kelly's sitting here, and so weave me in how you come into this picture. It's got to be around in here somewhere, right?
I was born in 81.
So now
as time,
the
I think I was
expansion's
working
in
by 83, 84, I was working full time. At 3 years old, 4 years, I was getting about 8 cents an hour, 10 cents an hour.
Yeah.
No,
Stocking the real low shelves.
I thought it was cool to
I bet.
work there. I thought it was cool to put price tags on stuff. I thought it was cool to write the price of a bobber at 5 cents or 15 cents. When I asked him the very first time, and I said, hey, I really want to buy this business, can I do it? I'm not so sure he was ready. And it was a good conversation, but I don't think he was expecting to hear it at 58 years old or whatever.
There was some friction
7
there.
years old.
There was some
Well,
friction,
it's common. And what are the odds? I can never remember this stat, but the odds of making it to the third generation.
I can't even imagine
so
how low it is.
small.
Yeah, we worked hard, but we're
You're an
extremely
anomaly.
lucky.
Yeah, you're an
extremely
anomaly
lucky.
as far as that's concerned. Yeah, and as your grandfather and your dad making people happy to gear them up with something and send them out. That's a cool thing.
Absolutely, we watch it all the time.
So
I always said I don't even deer hunt. I've never even shot a deer. But I have always said I've shot hundreds of deer for all the bows that I've set up for customers back in the day, and all the guys that went out the door and all the millions
there
of
is
fish
a lot
that
of
were caught
pride that know that you sold something, have it set up
because of what we
by
did.
the employees,
yeah, that works.
and it goes out and they get a deer.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of pride in that. There's more than what people think.
Absolutely.
From your big expansion, 10,000 square feet, 87, right? 87. Then now, of course, it's Bartonville and the huge store. When did that happen?
December 2004. I came to him one day. I said, Dad, we're in the south end of Peoria. We need a bigger location. Mm-hmm. One of the old Sullivan stores in Bartonville.
It was a Thompson's Food Basket,
Yeah.
then a Sullivan. We'd drive and by it all the time. Pretty soon we seen a for sale sign up. It would sit there forever. So one day we pulled into a lot to give him a call, and we bought it.
Yep.
Well, and then the world changes a different way. And that is, now I can buy stuff online. And you're one of the top online retailers in your category in the country, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But we're trying.
And tell me about that.
I remember I was in grade school. Remember Andrew Smith? Andrew says, hey, they got this new thing. It's whatever. We're sitting in his bedroom, and they got this new thing. It's called a website, www. We were in 8th grade at Monroe, and he said, Kelly, I think you can sell fishing stuff on the World Wide Web.
You're not only doing all that to help make people happy, like your dad said, let's get people happy out fishing, but you're also still fishing and hunting. You're still doing.
Trying to find time to go out.
Yeah, right.
It's our passion.
It's your passion. Yeah, yeah. And so do you still, is that still, I mean, do you still make time for that?
I shot ducks this morning.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Nicely done, nicely done. All right, cheers, guys, one more time. 75 years, good to see you. Thanks for telling me all the story.